what's up guys, Hotfire MTG, and I am about to rip another Throne of Eldraine draft, so let's get right into this, don't want to waste any time. So pack 1, we've got Acclaimed Contender, really good card. I like Claim the Firstborn's okay, Lockth Dragon, not a bad card. I think I like the Acclaimed Contender a little better. I also don't mind Wandermare. I'm not sure whether I want to tie myself into a color pair by taking one of these right off the start. Of course, Lock Dragon, you could be blue or red with another supporting color. Forever Young's pretty good, and I like Curious Pair, but I think I take the Acclaimed Contender here. Just a really good card. Obviously works well if you've got knights or auras and equipments, but good card regardless. I think I'm going to take it as my pick 1. Just going to take a quick look at what else we got here. Yeah, I think I'm going to go the Acclaimed Contender. So let's see what happens here. So we've got another knight right off the bat in Sir Conrad. Not bad. Ways, if you can get stuff into your graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, or get stuff out of your graveyard, creatures in particular, deals damage to each opponent. So not bad. Red Cap Melee is pretty good. Drown on the Lock is also a pretty good card if you have stuff in your graveyard. So Sir Conrad and Drown on the Lock, both dependent on having either cards in your graveyard and being able to get stuff out. I like Tempting Witch if you have ways to create food. It's a very good card. I think I like the Wildwood Tracker, dependent on non-humans. Might just go Sir Conrad though, because he can put cards into graveyards on his own, and he works well with the Acclaimed Contender because he's another knight. So I think I just take Sir Conrad here. Let's go Sir Conrad the Grim. We've got a Sir Farron. Get all the noblemen and noble women, if you will. But otherwise here, Rampart Smashers, not bad. 5/5 for 4. I mean, he's obviously pretty good. Ferocity Wilds, giving all your non-humans +1/+0 trample is quite good. I like the Fierce Witchstalker a lot. Just on its own, I like the Fierce Witchstalker a lot. The Festive Funeral might work here because I'm obviously with Sir Conrad looking to pitch stuff into the graveyard. So the Festive Funeral could be good here. I'm not sure whether it's the best card here. Sir Farron. Sir Farron is quite good, and I'm not tied to this graveyard strategy yet. Festive Funeral has pretty high casting costs, so maybe I just want to take, what I think is the best card here. Ferocity Wilds is very good, and so is Sir Farron. So I think not tying myself to any particular color this early, which is something I'm trying to get out of the habit of doing, I think I want to take one of these two. I'm honestly just not sure which is better. I think so far I have all humans, so I mean it's very early obviously, but I think maybe I go Sir Farron and see what happens here. Red Green is looking pretty good as far as how many cards we have. Opt is just another decent card on its own. I think I'm going to take Sir Farron. Ferocity of the Wilds is really good if you can pick up a couple of Ginger Brutes. Just makes them really, really good. Tough call. I think I'm going to take Sir Farron though. So here we've got another knight in the Embereth Shieldbreaker. It's quite good. Cauldron's Gift, another card that works well with stuff in your graveyard. So that's another possibility. We've got the Wicked Guardian. She's not bad. 4/2 for 4 is okay if you can safely deal the 2 damage to another creature you control and draw a card. That's very good value. So I also like just the Spore Cap Spider as a blocker, but it's obviously not the best card here. The Foreboding Fruit is a good way. Ping yourself for 2 and draw 2 cards. Card draw is always really, really good, and if you can create a food also. I think I take the Shield Breaker though. Just a really, really good versatile card, and it's also a knight. I think it's the best pick here. And this, like I said, I'm trying to get out of the habit of tying myself to 1 or 2 colors really early on. And I have 4 different colors here, which kind of stresses me out. But I'm trying really hard to not lock myself into a strategy too early and stay open, because it's a bad habit that I have. So in this pack, the Skullknocker Ogre, pretty good, especially if you can give it some sort of evasion so that to increase the likelihood of it getting through to deal damage. Pretty good card. Shine Chaser. If you obviously control a couple artifacts or enchantments, it's a very good card. Again, not sure I want to take a 2-color card at this point. And I also really like both the Queen of Ice and the Shining Armor. The Shining Armor works well with knights. I've got a couple of knights already, in actually all 4 of the cards I have so far are knights. The Giant Skewer is not bad, not as good as the Rose Thorn Halberd. I think here I take either the Armor or the Queen of Ice. I like the Queen of Ice a lot. Right now I have 4 different card colors though. I don't know if it's... I think I'm going to take the Armor, just because it obviously works great with knights. That's where it shines. And I've got a bunch of knights already, so I think it works best with whatever direction this is heading in. The Glass Casket is very good, and since I have a couple white cards now, again we've got a Foreboding Fruit here that I like, and the Arcanist Owl. We've still got 3 uncommons left in this pack, actually, which is surprising. This is pick number 6. So the Owl lets you look at the top 4 cards of your library, reveal an artifact or enchantment, put it into your hand. So the Owl is quite good. Just a 3/3 flyer for 4 is very, very good. I think I like the Glass Casket here, though. Just decent removal. Yeah, I think I'm going to go the Glass Casket. Good removal, and my white's looking good. There's another Shining Armor too, and a Fairy Guidemother, which is very, very good. I might have to take the Fairy Guidemother since I already have a Shining Armor. Green is looking kind of open, but I don't like the quality of the cards in green, so there obviously could be a reason for that, because I don't love any of those cards all that much. Twin-Veiled Treefolk is pretty good because it's versatile and it's 2 spells in 1, but it's not amazing. I think I go the Fairy Guidemother. Another Shining Armor would be really nice. And the Acclaimed Contender lets you pull a knight or equipment. Obviously, the Shining Armor being an equipment works really well. 2 Shining Armors would be nice, but I like the Fairy Guidemother. And maybe we can find another Shining Armor. I think I'm going to take the Guidemother. There's another Shining Armor right away. Wow. I like the Do I like the Spectre Shriek with where I'm going so far? I don't think so. It lets you just take any non-land card, but if it's not black, then you have to exile something too. At least you get to choose. But I think I have to take another Shining Armor at this point. See if we can. I really don't want to force any particular strategy, but we've got a bunch of knights already, and Our second color is still totally up in the air. Red Cap Raiders, tap an untapped human you control. It gets 1/1 and trample. Decent. I like the Silver Flame Squire a lot though. Just having again, 2 spells in one. Giving something +2/+2 with on alert. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Silver Flame Squire. Here we've got... I might take the Scalding Cauldron. Fortifying Provisions does increase the toughness of all your creatures. I like it. I don't know that I've really played with it before though. Fortifying Provisions also creates a food token when it comes in. Increases all your creatures' toughness. I think I'm leaning towards the Cauldron though. It just decent removal, a little expensive, but I think I'm going to take it. So here we've got, wow, the Ferocity of the Wilds. I would not have expected to come around. Obviously doesn't work well if you're leaning towards Knights. I might take it, see what happens. I like the drawbridge, but and obviously Knight of the Keep is just a decent, I mean it's vanilla, but I think I take the Ferocity of the Wilds though. I think the Ferocity of the Wilds is better. I think I would be silly still to try and force Knights further and take a vanilla creature as a result. So I think I go the Ferocity of the Wilds here. There's another Knight of the Keep anyway. The Signpost Scarecrow might be better though. 2/4 Vigilance could let me splash something. Do I want a white knight just for the sake of having a white knight? You know what, I'm going to do it. I don't know if that's the right pick there, but I'm going to do it. And we've got a couple red cards, which isn't bad. Barge In I like, and Fling I like. I like them both. Which one do I like better? Barge In's cheap. And it's instant speed, so it's a potential pseudo removal. Gives your non-humans trample. I don't know that would really be relevant with where I'm leaning at this point, but Fling is also pseudo removal because it can do damage to any target. So you can finish off another creature with it. I think I'd take the Fling. And we'll take a Return to Nature's not a bad last pick. So here we've got an Inspiring Veteran and an Ayara. Whenever another black creature enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life and gain 1 life. 3 black to cast. That's tough. I'm really not sure whether that's the best pick or not. The Inspiring Veteran's really good with how we're looking at this point. Again, I still don't want to force into Knights. Ardenvale Tactician is a really good knight, and Flutterfox is very good with obviously a Scalding Cauldron and a couple of Shining Armors. The Flutterfox is very good. I think I have to take the Veteran though. I think as far as either that or the Tactician. I think as far as this pack goes, those are the 2 better cards. Let me just give Ayara another look though. Sack a black creature, draw a card. I don't think I'm in black at this point though. I mean, I could end up there still. Reeve Soul is another very good black card. I think I have to take the Veteran though. I think I have to do it, or the Flutterfox. The Veteran's uncommon though, so we might be able to find another Flutterfox. There's another Arcanist Owl. The Savvy Hunter is very good. And we've got another Fortifying Provisions there. Not trying any second draw shenanigans at this point. Scorching Dragonfire is very good, and the Embereth Paladin. Those are very good cards in red, which I'm definitely leaning towards Boros now. The Weaselback Redcap, so another really good 1-drop knight. I also like the Lonesome Unicorn. Creates a knight, and it's a 2-for-1. So tough pack here. Actually, it's a tough choice. What gap do I need to fill in this deck? Scalding Cauldron, we've got a little bit of removal. The Glass Casket is removal. So we've got potentially 2-3 pieces of removal at this point. Scorching Dragonfire is very good. Embereth Paladin is also a good knight. I like the Lonesome Unicorn. I think I take the Scorching Dragonfire though. I think it's the best card here. I wouldn't be surprised to see another Lonesome Unicorn and an Embereth Paladin, so I think I go Scorching Dragonfire. I think I have to take the removal. Oh, we found a Joust and another Fairy Guide Mother. Whew. I like the Fairy Guide Mother a lot. Very good card. The Ogre Errant is also a very solid knight. Again, Weaselback Redcap, but the Joust just works so well with knights and is essentially removal also. I think I take the Joust. So at this point I'm looking really good in my colors for removal, and I've got a few decent knights already if I am going Boros, which I think I am. So I think at this point, if I could focus on finding some more good knights in these colors, I think this deck will turn out really well. This is tough because we've got a Ginger Brute, which I really want. It's just at this point, well, the Gift of the Fae can buff the Ginger Brute. On Alert could also buff the Ginger Brute. And we've got that Ferocity of the Wilds. Damn. Because I really like the Embereth Shieldbreaker being another 2-drop knight that can destroy an artifact. I even like the Trebuchet. Several good cards here. This is a tough call. I want the Ginger Brute. I've taken so many Ginger Brutes though. I feel like the Shieldbreaker might be better. Just more versatile. I've taken Ginger Brute almost all the time, and I'm trying to try some new things and not stick to my ways. So I'm gonna try this Embereth Shieldbreaker. I think it's the best card in this situation, and I think I have to take it. There's another Fairy Guide Mother and an Ardenvale Tactician and a Silverflame Squire. Wow. I think I have to take the Tactician because it's a knight and it's got the Dizzying Swoop attached. Fairy Guide Mothers and the Silverflame Squire are so very good though. And we've got a Weaselback Redcap. I think I have to take the Tactician. I'm going to take the Tactician, but I want all of those cards. Those are all really, really good cards. There's another Squire, though, and a Searing Barrage. So even though I've drafted Boros many times in this format, and I'm trying to try new things, I think this is the right place to be for this particular draft, though. Shepherd of the Flock. Good card. Not a knight, but a good card. Searing Barrage, also a very good top-end piece of removal. This is tough. I think I probably like the Squire a little more. Well, the Flock, I don't know, the Shepherd of the Flock might actually be better than the Silverflame Squire. 2-1 versus a 3-1. Yeah, this makes one of your creatures bigger for 1 turn and allows you to untap it. So, pseudo removal there, actually. The Shepherd of the Flock for 1 white can bounce something to your hand to save it, protect something from removal, but the On Alert allows you to untap at instant speed and block. So that's decent removal right there. And a creature in 1. I think I take the Squire. I think I just talked myself into the Squire. I kind of want the Searing Barrage too, but I think the Squire is what I want. We've got 2 of those now, which is quite good. Another fling here. Oh, look at that. Beanstalk Giant. Borderless. That's cool looking. Nice. Think I don't know if I love the Silver Flame ritual. I might take the might take another fling here. Another fling, or Redcap Raiders is not bad. It's not a knight, but maybe I throw a Crystal Slipper in. I don't know. This pack's just pretty rare. I think I take the fling. I think it is the best card here. Elite Headhunter. I don't think I can make that work. I think I have to take the Youthful Knight here. 2/1 First Strike Knight. Yeah, I think that's not even a conversation. Wow, we wield that Flutterfox. Crazy. Yes, yes, please. And the Embereth Paladin and the Weaselback Redcap. Okay, I think I definitely picked the right thing to draft for this particular draft. The Paladin or the Redcap. I really want another 1-drop Knight would be really nice. Although I also have nothing right now at 4, and my curve looks good. Curve looks pretty good, I think. I think I could get these green cards out of the way. Get the Sir Conrad out of the way. So how are we doing for creatures? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 creatures of 2 converted mana cost or less. Yeah, I think I go the Embereth Paladin. My curve's already looking pretty good. I think I'm gonna go with the Paladin. Not likely I'd be able to get his adamant ability to go off, but so the Redcap might actually be better. I could just try to be very aggro, very aggressive with this deck. My curve is crazy low right now, and I think no harm in adding this Paladin. I'm gonna take the Paladin. And there's another Redcap and an Ogre Errant. Oh, maybe I take the Ogre Errant. Gives another Knight Menace. Again, my curve looks really good. Maybe we'll try and find another. There's another Ogre Errant. I should have taken the Weaselback Redcap. Oh well. The Wolverine I don't think I'm going to play. Probably sideboard that. Fell the Peasant. Sideboard that. There's Castle Ardenvale, which is nice. Outflank is very nice. There's another Paladin. An Embereth Paladin and an Ardenvale Paladin. And we've got a Steelclaw Lance. Ooh. That's so very good. But I don't know that I can splash black for it. I could try, but is it worth going for? I'm actually not sure. The outflank is really good. Ardenvale Paladin is... Castle Ardenvale, though, is quite good. Just allows you to create creature tokens if you need to. It's a late game mana sink if you need it. If you're top decking and you need something to do, at least you can create little blockers. But we've got another Paladin, which is also a knight. Well, 2 Paladins. This is a tough pick. And I really like the outflank, too. Pretty good removal for white. I think I take the castle. I'm going to take the castle. I think that's the right thing to take in this situation. I do. Even though I wanted both of those other cards. And really nothing in our colors here. Do I want the Fortifying Fins? I don't think so. I think I want the Barge in. I'd rather have the combat trick, the potential removal. Yeah, I'm going to take the Barge in. And we've got another Embereth Paladin here. I don't know that I want another one. I mean, I'll take it if there's nothing better, but in this case, I think I take the Lonesome Unicorn, because it creates a knight. And then can come in later as a... Oh, there's a Glass Casket. Oh, yes. I think I have to take that. And a Joust. Oh, man, I want both. I might wheel the Joust. I think odds... I don't know if odds are good that I wield the Joust, but I could potentially wield the Joust. I really want this Youthful Knight, but I think I have to take the Glass Casket. Yeah, I have to take the Glass Casket. 2 Glass Caskets, that's really good. And there's a Weaselback Redcap, so I finally found one that I can take, which is sweet. Oh, another Ardenvale Tactician. What? Man. So, okay, so we've already got an Ogre Errant and an Embereth Paladin. Yeah, I have to take this Tactician, I think. A couple of Ardenvale Tacticians. How sweet is that? Yeah, just... yeah, I think I have to. And a Righteous... And there's another Outflank. And a Righteousness. I think I take the Outflank. I mean, I've got a lot of cheap creatures, so odds are I'm going to have at least 2-3 creatures out at any given time. And this is a little more versatile in that it's attacking or blocking. I mean, +7/+7, crazy good. But the Outflank is just a little more versatile, I think. Oh, wow, there's a Rimrock Knight. Okay, how many pieces? Oh, how many pieces of removal do I have already? Barge in is potential removal. Scalding Cauldron is removal. 2 Glass Caskets is removal. Plus I've got Shining Armors that I'm probably going to play. Got 2 Flings and a Joust. I think I have enough. I think I have to take this Rimrock Knight. I didn't even see that sitting there. That's just too good. Yep, we have to take that. Oh, and a Flutter Fox and another Shining Armor. I don't think I could take another Shining Armor. The Flutter Fox, that's crazy. Wow. And there's another Outflank, and yeah, this first deck, the first pack wheeled, and everything, all the knights are still here. The Ardenvale Paladin and the Embereth Paladin. So which one do I want is the question. I've already got an Embereth Paladin. The Ardenvale Paladin is kind of the opposite. This one's really good at blocking. This one's just really good at attacking. Or do I want the Outflank? Probably might not play the Ferocity of the Wilds because I'm obviously going to have a lot of humans in, yeah, a lot of humans. So Ferocity of the Wilds, we probably take that out. What do we got here? So Scorching Dragonfire, Joust, couple of Flings. I don't know if I'll play the Flings at this point. Maybe one. Then we've got 2 Shining Armors, 2 Glass Caskets. That gets us to 8 already, plus Scalding Cauldron. Another Outflank would just be bomb, though. Like, better than running Flings, I think. I want the Paladin, the Ardenvale Paladin, but I think I take the Outflank here. I need to find a couple more, ideally maybe a couple more Knights, but I'm doing really good for Knights. Beloved Princess is quite good. Another human, of course. Not a knight, unfortunately, but I don't think I'm going to play the Silver Flame Ritual. Take the Fling, but I'm definitely not going to play 3 Flings. And there's a Crystal Slipper. So, okay, so I got some decisions to make here. So we're at 20 creatures right now. So I think I'm going to take all the Flings out. I have to keep the Joust, I think. Joust is sorcery speed, but still just straight removal, basically. I think Scorching Dragonfire I have to keep. So keep Scorching Dragonfire and a Joust. That's 2. Take the Crystal Slipper out. So if I take Scalding Cauldron is pretty good, but I think, well, it also activates the Flutter Fox, and I have 2 of those. I think maybe I keep the Scalding Cauldron in for that reason. Take the Bargains out, even though I also like them a lot. So that gets us down to, that's 8 non-creature spells. That's pretty good, because I think I can run 16 lands in this deck. I think I can run just 16, so that gets me down to 8 non-creatures. We've got decent removal. I just had to take out the Bargains. Yeah, I think that's right. In my mind, anyway. Now, creatures. Beloved Princess is very good. She's not a knight, but she's quite good. The Fairy Guide Mother, I think I have to keep. Red Cap's a knight. Flutter Foxes, I have to keep. Silverflame Squire is crazy good. So is the Embereth Shieldbreaker. So is the Rimrock Knight. So is the Inspiring Veteran. So is the Acclaimed Contender. The Knight of the Keep can come out, but holy crap. That's like, what do I take out? I have a lot of really good cards. I've got 2 Ogre Errants. Do I do away with one of those? Here's another attacking Knight Menace though. Like, that's good. I think the Rimrock Knight I have to keep. Do I need 2 Embereth Shieldbreakers? It is good. I mean, other than that, without the battle display, it's basically a 2-1 for 2. Like, it's not good. As just a straight creature, it is not good. But that added bit of flexibility, do I want 2 of them in my deck? Maybe I take 1 out. That's a tough one. I almost feel like all my other creatures are better though, even though it's got that added bit of flexibility. My curve is, I have a crazy number of 2-drops. Maybe I take 1 out. Maybe I might even take both out. The Youthful Knight I think is better. Again, this is another just 2-1 for 2 as far as just the creature side goes. But I think On Alert is better. I mean, you're going to use that every time as opposed to the battle display, which you'll only use sometimes. So as much as it pains me to say this, I think I take the Embereth Shieldbreaker out. I don't know. I might also take this Beloved Princess out. It's a 1-1 for 1. It's got lifelink, great, but I think I take her out. And then where does that leave me? If I can pull out a land, which I can, this is a pretty damn good deck. I don't love taking out the shield breakers, but I think this is pretty good. So let me just do quick mana check, quick color checks, or 16 and 8. So they got pull out a mountain here and run 8 plains, the Castle Ardenvale, and 7. So 9 and 7 lands. That sounds pretty good. Let's give this a go. This seems like a crazy good deck, you guys. So I just have to execute the strategy. So a lot of really good removal, a lot of very cheap aggressive knights. Let's see what I get paired up against. That was a good draft. I honestly think that might have been one of my best drafts. This is a little rough. Oof. This is a little rough. I've got lands. I've got creatures though. I've got 3 lands. This might be a mistake to keep, but I'm gonna try it. My deck is mostly white, so odds are I'm gonna draw white cards, at least white white creatures or non-creature spells. Odds are. So even though I don't have, yeah, there's another Flutterfox. So I think this was a good keep. So I get the first Flutterfox out. So even if I don't find a red, if I don't find a mountain, which I really hope I do, I think I'm in okay shape here. So opponent, and there's the mountain. That's beauty. Opponent plays the Malevolent Noble, just another 2/2. So play the mountain. I think I want to get the Acclaimed Contender out right now. See if I can find maybe an equipment. Oh, it's gotta be when it. Oh, if you control another knight. Well, that wasn't gonna happen, I guess. I don't know if I want to swing in. I feel like I want to wait maybe for now, even though I should be aggressive. If I can find an artifact, and I think I'm just gonna have to. Yeah, so I should have waited. I shouldn't have done the Acclaimed Contender. That was a bit of a mistake on my part, I think. But let's do. I think I'm going to do the Embereth Paladin and literally swing with everything and just put the decision to my opponent. I mean, that's aggressive. He's got all 3 mana up. He could have a trick, a bounce spell, something in hand. Takes out the Embereth Paladin, which is obviously smart. If you're going to trade with something, you might as well trade with that. So I'm finding all creatures and lands now. Like, that is crazy. I could have actually got the Adamant to go off on the Embereth Paladin, but I did not think I would find another red source, another mountain. So that's crazy. Maybe just swing with the. No, like, there's no point, right? I could swing with both. You could kill the Flutterfox. I don't really want to lose the Flutterfox at this point, so I'm gonna go red cap and the Flutterfox. And I really need to find an artifact, something that can give the Flutterfox flying. Would be really nice. The Silver Flame will help though. Silver Flame, the On Alert, is definitely gonna help. So we're gonna swing in with the whole team. I can also buff the red cap, but the Silver Flame Squire is going to help. So we're going to buff, make it a 4/4, go to damage. Yeah, my opponent's in bad shape, and we can get the Squire out. So despite that little mistake off the start of playing the Acclaimed Contender before I had a knight out, this deck is just... and not finding any removal yet. This deck's just fast. My opponent's playing a much slower deck. Finds a Prophet of the Peak of 5/5. I mean, great blocker against everything I got going here, but not enough. Not enough, I don't think. I can still really keep the pressure on. And yeah, good game. I'm gonna obviously buff the red cap. Buff the red cap again, buff the red cap again, and that's game. Wow. That worked really well. That was fast. Whew. So I think in one game, but that was a really good start. That was a really good start. So let's jump right into game 2. See if we can keep it going. That was crazy fast. So yeah, opponent was, I don't know, blue-black artifacts deck kind of going on there, but didn't really have much going on. I kept expecting to see some black removal or some blue bounce spells or counterspell, but he didn't have any of it. So I think I have to keep this. Hopefully find another planes so I can get the Tactician out on curve, but it won't be the end of the world if we don't. So I think I don't think I really want to play the Guide Mother right off the start, although being able to ping for... Being able just to start pinging for one in the air might be smart, rather than trying to wait and get the value from the sorcery side. I think that's the right play, because I'm still going to have to go cast the Youthful Knight for 2. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense in terms of, although my opponent plays a Hushbringer, a Hush Money, and so obviously can't swing in. I can get the Shining Armor out, but it won't equip. I think I'd just get the Youthful Knight out for now, and then no attack. I can equip the Shining Armor directly to the Youthful Knight. Next turn, a 2/4 Vigilant First Striker is obviously quite good. So, see what happens here. Is my opponent really playing mono white? I doubt it. Trapped in the Tower is pretty good. Don't have any enchantment removal. So that kind of shuts down my hopes of putting the Shining Armor on the Youthful Knight, unfortunately. Can't attack or block. So I think I can't even cast the Ardenvale Tactician. I think I pass and wait to use the outflank, take out that Hushbringer. Because I can still... Yeah. I think I have to do it. Because I'll still do 2 damage. Ooh, I might have to wait. I need to get another creature out. My opponent's actually got quite a good... I'm gonna take one. I'm not gonna do it. I might as well get the Shining Armor out then on my opponent's turn. Like, do something. I can also use the Dizzying Swoop if I don't draw another creature to play. So it's going to auto attach to the Youthful Knight, right? Yeah, and either way, like, I would have to pay. So I might as well get it out, I guess, at this point. Use the mana for it. There's another Plains, which is good. That really helps. I think I gotta just sort of be patient here, though, unfortunately. Do I get the Ogre Errant out now, or the Ardenvale Tactician to start blocking in the air? Either way, I'm not going to have a white source up to cast the outflank yet, which is unfortunate. Would have been nice to draw a creature I could cast a little cheaper, but I did not. I think I'm going to play the Ogre Errant. Yes, the Tactician can block flyers, but it would also be a hot target for removal if my opponent has any more. And it gets me a creature out and will allow me to hit the Owl for 3 next turn with the outflank if nothing else gets removed here. So let's see what happens. There's nothing in white, though, that can just straight... Well, the Glass Casket could straight remove... exile one of my creatures. So there is removal in white that could minimize or reduce the ability for the effectiveness of my outflank. The opponent could have a Glass Casket. So I think I have to eat 4 here and wait until next turn. So this is actually good. This is good. Opponent got a couple more creatures out, but if I can take that Owl, next turn I'll be in pretty good shape, I think. So we're gonna do So I think I'm gonna, if I pass, I run the risk. Like, I really like to be able to tap down 2 of my opponent's creatures and use the outflank next turn. I think my opponent's gonna know something's up though. So I think I'm gonna get the Tactician out now. That keeps me one planes up, yeah. So let's just get the Tactician out now and go next. Don't attack, end turn. Obviously the Tactician's gonna be a target for removal, but I've got the outflank now that I can cast in response. Well, only if he's attacking, so. Pass to attackers. Opponent's still probably going to swing, at least with the Owl. Going to go with the Hushbringer too. The Shining Armor, I could always put it on the Tactician right away, but. So I'm going to do Outflank on the Owl right off the start. See if my opponent has anything in response. I don't think anything in pure white can save the Owl at this point. Nope, that can. That can. But I can block now. At least I could trade. It's not a very good trade, but it gets the Owl. It gets rid of the Owl. So he's still got a Hushbringer on the board. I can now get the Shining Armor out, attach it to this Ogre Errant, and I can re-equip the Shining Armor to the Fairy Guidemother. So I can now block the Hushbringer, which is good. And if I go, I think I start swinging now with the Ogre Errant. Being a 3/6, I think I'm in good position to start attacking, actually. Hit my opponent for 3. Oh, my opponent actually, that was probably not a... No, that was fine. That was fine. I think opponent can cast the Silverflame Squire now. I'm not too worried about that. Just a vanilla 2/1. Hengewalker is a good reason to run, sort of a good reason to run mono white. Not great, but could be worse. So again, I'm in okay shape here. Neither of us are in great shape at this point. I really need to draw some gas, some removal, creature. I mean, we're both down to 1 card in hand. Opponent's tapped out. He doesn't really have any advantageous attacks here, and neither do I. And what do I draw? I draw a land, which is rough. I'm not even going to play it. I think I'm going to keep it in hand, try to represent, and I'm not going to attack either. Try to represent, like maybe I have, you know, an outflank in hand or the Righteousness. So, yeah, it's vanilla, but it's another body better than I have right now. So I think probably my opponent waits, but I would, in that position, I would probably, I mean, I'm obviously just going to block. I don't know. Lifelink, that's why. Gains him a life, so that's smart. I was going to say, I don't know why my opponent would attack, but hey, lifelink, that's why. So I don't think there's nothing else. Yeah, like that is literally the only thing you can do is the Jousting Dummy, so you don't need to think about that. Glass Casket is very helpful. Converted mana costs 3 or less, so that covers the Hengewalker. I could get rid of the Hushbringer, which I do want to get rid of the lifelink. And then it's a ground battle, and my Ogre Errant is kind of a trump card, but he's still... My opponent still just has the numbers on me. I think I get rid of the Hushbringer, though. Get rid of the Hushbringer and hope that I draw some more gas next turn. I'm going to get rid of the Hushbringer. I don't know if that's... I mean, it's... I don't know if it's the right play or not, to be totally honest. This sucks because this is an aggressive deck that I'm now sitting back with. and I can't do anything. I've drawn a fair bit of land. Opponent drew a land, which is good. See, I mean, he could attack here, but I can just start picking off his creatures. It's not advantageous at this point. He needs to find another removal, and so do I. I need to find another creature or removal, and a good creature. That one will help. Fortunately, I cannot cast it for its adamant cost, which sucks. But I mean, do I want to attack? Do I want to attack with it right off the start? I mean, I kill any one of his creatures that he chooses to block with, and he would have to kill the Ogre Errant, he would have to double block. I think I wait though, because I could put the Shining Armor on the Embereth Paladin. So if I sit back, if my opponent, yeah, because I'd love to swing in, but I think I need to get. And if I'd been casting if I'd been getting the lands out of my hand, I could have cast I could have moved the Shining Armor this turn, which would have been Mysterious Pathlighter. That's a good draw. It's a good draw. It'd be nice to come up with some removal for that, because I can move Shining Armor onto the Embereth Paladin next turn. At least I can block the Mysterious Pathlighter with the Fairy Guidemother while she has the Shining Armor, which is good. That is not what I wanted to find. Not at all. Not at all. I think I moved the Shining Armor onto the Embereth Paladin. And we start swinging. I don't know if that's smart or not. I mean, he can kill the Embereth Paladin. Maybe we move both Shining Armors onto the Embereth Paladin. We would be able to give it menace, and it would have 4. So I mean, the Ogre Errant would have 4 toughness, which would give them both 3 or more. I think I like that idea. I would not then be able to recast it onto the Fairy Guidemother, but I think I'm going to do it anyway. I can afford, I think, to take 2 more from the Mysterious Pathlighter. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to give this a try, see if we can bust through this stalemate a little bit. Fortunately, the Ogre Errant doesn't get Vigilance anymore, but the Paladin does, and I think that's okay. So my opponent now would need to double block. Well, he has to double block. You can give the Jousting Dummy +1, that's pretty good. Has to double block the Paladin. And has to double block the Ogre Errant in order to kill it, because he has nothing with 4 power. So this might not have been a good attack, because my opponent's, if he kills both of them, he's going to have more creatures in play than I do. So I'll need to come up with some removal. Opponent's going to do a little differently. Paladin dies. We get to keep the Shining Armors. See, now my opponent's in good position to crack back here. So that... Oh wow, he's just drawn everything he needs. This is unfortunate. I've just drawn a ton of lands and my opponent's drawn everything. So he gets to swing in with most of his team, and and keep the Prize Griven back as a blocker, and I just draw more lands. Just brutal luck. Just not good luck at all. So need to make some blockers, I guess, with these Shining Armors. Can't attack. I think I'm screwed here no matter what, because I think I take at least I can only block 2 of these attackers, so I think I take at least 5 no matter what. Just didn't draw. Just didn't draw didn't draw anything. Drew like look at all these lands. I literally have, well, I've got 3 cards in my graveyard. Okay, so but look, like I've drawn 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lands out of 16, more than half in and my opponent, yeah, uses my opponent draws True Love's Kiss. So what, like, just all the gas in the world. 7 lands to like 10, crazy. Why would he not swing with everything? I'm not sure. Just dragging this game out now at this point. Could have just swung with everything. That'll do it though. Good game. So just unlucky draws there. I mean, maybe that wasn't the right time to try and attack, but I got impatient, wanted to try and break through that stalemate, hoping I would draw some more gas, and I just nothing. Absolutely nothing. Opponent just drew everything in the world that he needed, and I draw nothing. That's the way she goes. That's the way she goes. I think we'll have a better game this time. I think this one will be better. Well, not really with a draw like that. God. I'm going to keep it. Again, just like that first game, it worked out okay. Oh, wow. My opponent comes right out of the gate, though. Well, the Ginger Brute's going to have to die. So, sure, hit me for 1. Again. Drew the red source, which is great. Get the Flutter Fox out. Opponent's got something he can play. Oh, his own Flutter Fox. Cool. So no point in swinging at this point. Let's play another land here. So we can just cast the... we just cast the Ardenvale Tactician. The Joust is sorcery speed, so I could actually use it to take down the Flutterfox. Would just get +2/+1 though, so it would die. They would trade off. That's a pretty good trade. Maybe I cast the Acclaimed Contender and wait. Really? Good game? You're saying good game? Yeah, sir, it's all good, buddy. So I didn't have a knight, so again I don't get the trigger off, so like maybe I shouldn't have done that, but I thought get the 3/3 out. I can use the Joust to take down the Flutterfox. So I'll take 3 here. Oh, my opponent missed a land, which is really unfortunate. So we're gonna use the Joust. Choose a target creature I control. Choose the Flutterfox. Give the Contender +2/+1 till end of turn, which gives it 5 power, which is beautiful. And swing in for 7, which is a nice crackback. Really nice crackback. And I can cast the Weaselback Redcap, which is sweet, and I still got 1 mana up for the outflank if my opponent decides, for whatever reason, to swing back with the Ginger Brute. Wow, he just concedes. Crazy. I didn't really expect that, but I was in really good shape there compared to my opponent, and I had a lot more in hand to come. So, okay, that was a quick game. That's more like it. So we're 2-1. I'd like to go at least a couple more wins before I take another loss, but Die Monday 5. Today is actually Monday. I agree. Die Monday. Die Monday. I like this hand. Got the mana in hand to cast the Tactician. This is a keep, an absolute keep. Pretty good. Wish I had another creature, like another, another cheap creature. But we had to keep this. So, opponent's in Gruul, but does not play anything on turn 2. I'm surprised. I don't know why he wouldn't at least cast the Curious Pair. He's got some removal in hand he's hoping to use. Do I just want to sit back and not do anything for now? Not really. I gotta do something though. I feel like I can't afford to wait, so let's cast the Silver Flame Squire. I'd really rather be able to use the on alert side, but I don't think I can. Yeah, there's the removal. Yeah, I knew my opponent was hoping to use some removal, so Silver Flame Squire is not bad, but we missed out on both the on alert and the creature side of it, so it is what it is. Would have been nice to get both. So here we're definitely gonna get the Ardenvale out, Castle Ardenvale, and I think we have to get the Tactician out. So that's two creatures now where we haven't been able to get the adventure side, but I think it's, you just can't really dick around to be able to get both. I don't think you can force it. And I drew the Shining Armor, which is really nice. Really, really, really nice, because I can give the Tactician Vigilance. Could be sitting on another Scorching Dragonfire in response, but I'm gonna have to try it, see what happens. I mean, another Scorching Dragonfire, that would be bomb. That's so far so good. Yes, thank God. That made me a little nervous, but I didn't. It's like, odds are he doesn't have it, but you never know, right? So we've got a 2/5 Vigilance, which is good. Good start. Might as well swing for 2 in the air. Opponent's sitting on a Curious Pair. So at this point, I've got an Embereth Paladin in hand. I'd really like to draw another. Oh, that is quite good. That is quite good. Ogre Errant plus the Outflank could potentially deal with it, though. So could the Embereth Paladin. I'd love to be able to get the Embereth Paladin out, though, with a 1/1 counter on it, and it would just be such a great target for the Shining Armor. I don't really want to use the Ogre Errant to kill the Rampart Smasher. So I think I cast the Ogre Errant, and I'm gonna swing for 2 in the air. And now my opponent's obviously gonna crack with the Rampart Smasher. So if we block with the Ogre Errant, wow. And then we can use the Outflank to... Oh, it can't be blocked by Knights or Walls. So it literally can't be blocked by anything in my deck. I'm gonna lose this game because that's crazy. Wow. Whew. That is nuts. I can't. Oh, thank God. That's gonna help a bit. Okay, thank God. That is like one of the. I think one of the only thing. Oh, it's only 3 or less. Yeah, that's not gonna help. Oh. I can get the. I have to start attacking back. That's my only hope in hell. Give the Embereth Paladin Menace. So now I'm swinging back for... so obviously you're just going to block the Ogre Errant. Just get my opponent down to 10. I'm not going to be able to block enough, though. I'm on a 3-turn clock against this Rampart Smasher. Like, if it could just get something out that's not a knight to block it. I know I've got a few. At least the Keeper, the Tactician can block the Keeper of Fables. My opponent's just got all the mana in the world, though, and he's just drawing cards every time the Rampart Smasher hits me. Oh, come on! 2 Rampart Smashers, and I'm playing Knights. What a terrible matchup. Wow. And I draw land. Oh. Okay. Well, when you draft an amazing deck and you get a matchup like this. Brutal. Really good game. Like, this guy just drafted an unreal deck. Good game? No? Okay. You win. Either way. Unreal. Wow. 2-2. Huh. A pair of Rampart Smashers. Against a Knight's deck. Oh, well. I'm jealous of that guy. I hope for his sake he faces a few more Knights decks, because that's really good. That's really good. Nothing else I can say, but that is really good. So, 2-2 with such a good deck. Sometimes the cards don't fall your way. Cards don't fall your way no matter what you do. So we got to keep this. It's a pretty good hand. Opponent comes right out of the bat with a Witching Well, scry 2. Right out of the bat, right out of the gate, right off the bat. Yeah. Both on top, so he likes what he sees, which is awesome. I feel like getting the Gift of the Fae, though, onto the Youthful Knight at some point would be really nice. So, and there's a Flutterfox. So I think I want to get the Youthful Knight out to start. Yeah, let's get the Youthful Knight out. It's first strike. Flutterfox otherwise is just a vanilla 2-2 until I can use the Glass Casket for something. So hopefully my opponent plays a creature? No? Are we going to have counter spells now? Is my opponent going to start casting counter spells now? Let's swing with the Knight. Oh, the Gift of the Fae sorcery speed. That's cool. Good to know. For some reason, I definitely thought it was instant speed. Should have checked that. It is not. So we're gonna go Plains and play the Flutterfox and see, does my opponent? Nope. Okay, plays an Opt. That scared me. I was like, oh my god, something blue is coming out. Something blue is coming out. I didn't say please. Shit. But it's all good. It's all good. So I've got good removal. I've got more creatures. Ironcrag Pyromancer. That's great target for the Glass Casket. Absolutely perfect. Glass Casket. Screw your Ironcrag Pyromancer. Thank you very much. Sorcery speed. Gift of the Fae. On to let's do the Youthful Knight just in case, although I don't think it really matters, but at least they both have more than 1 toughness, so I really don't think it matters. And hit my opponent for 6, which is nice, and I've just got more gas in the tank, so this is looking good. Vantress Paladin. So we're going to hit the 3 damage creature or planeswalker. Nothing else. Nothing happens when it dies. So Scorching Dragonfire, just hit the Vantress Paladin. And Rimrock Knight, yeah, we're going to use Boulder Rush, obviously. We can get Boulder Rush and the Fairy Guide Mother out. So let's... Boulder Rush is definitely instant speed. Sure, let's do first strike damage. And then do Boulder Rush on the Flutterfox. Hit my opponent for an additional 2. And play the Fairy Guide Mother. This is going pretty well. This is going pretty well. Got my opponent down to 6. 2/5 is a really nice blocker. Not a flyer though, fortunately. And I have another flyer on deck to play. I feel like I want to get the Ogre Errant out though. Even though, no, I think flying's better. Ogre Errant can give something menace, but I think flying is better. Rimrock Knight doesn't have haste. I might as well swing in with my flyers, see if I can't ping my opponent for 3. And we'll get the Rimrock Knight out. So, next turn, ooh, Brimstone Trebuchet has reach. Still think there's not likely anything my opponent can do here to win this game. We're obviously just got to swing with the team. If my opponent can, say, bounce something or remove something, he could maybe survive. But it's not looking good. Could have something, could have anything. Nice. Good game. gives my own creature +2 with the barge in. That's hilarious. That's funny. I've done that myself. You're just like, ugh, I give up. Just finish me. Put me out of my misery. That was me last game against that Gruul deck. Oh my god. Okay. 3 and 2. We can do better than this. Come on, guys. Oh, the original stiff. All right, original stiff. Let's dance. Do I want to dance with the original stiff? I don't know about that, but don't love this hand, but I think I feel like I had to keep it. We might have a bit of a mirror match here. Let's just get the Fairy Guide Mother out. Screw it. Nothing I can, I don't love this opening hand. Oh no, we got Rakdos. That's good, that's effective. They would still trade if he buffed the red cap, but I'm not going to block. The red cap is, maybe I want to use the Glass Casket on. I feel like I might as well. Because I've got an Acclaimed Contender and then a Paladin next 2 turns. So I feel like use the Glass Casket on curve, then go turn 3 Contender, turn 4 Paladin. Raging Red Cap's very good, but not good enough to deal with an Acclaimed Contender. So also the Flutterfox would come out right away with flying. Again, I don't control another knight. I really want to get some value off this Acclaimed Contender for a change. So I think I'm going to do the do I do Flutterfox this turn, then Paladin, then Acclaimed Contender? Let's now see if the red cap would trade with the Flutterfox. So he could stay aggressive and swing with the red cap. Could have some removal here, like the Reeve Soul. Ooh, Steelclaw Lance. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. +2/+2, so 3/4 double strike. 3/4 double strike. Yeah, that's That's a problem. Glass Casket would have been better for the Raging Redcap. Let's get the... Yeah, he's going to do that next turn, right? Oh, Equip Knight for 1. So, do I want to get the Acclaimed Contender out now? Try to dig for another Knight, or... I think I'm going to do the Acclaimed Contender. Oh, I can't dig. No, can't dig because I don't have a Knight out. So I should have probably done the Paladin. Could have even done the Red Cap. It's a Knight. And then played the Paladin. Yeah, that was silly. That was silly. Do I want to take 6 here? No, I think I'm just going to throw the Guide Mother in front of it. Ooh. Man, my opponent. Wow. Okay. Whew. That's... So, the on alert +2/+2. Make it, what, a 5/5? At least then I could trade with the Red Cap. I'd still need to double block. I could make the Acclaimed Contender a 5/5. Yeah. And I can get the Red Cap out. And then I can double block here the Red Cap. So I think I have to do that. So let's just know end turn. Pass. Opponent's obviously going to swing with both. Give the Red Cap Menace, which is nice. We're going to buff the Acclaimed Contender. Opponent could have something to respond with. And either way, like, he's just going to be able to put the Steelclaw Lance on the Ogre Errant, but, you know, it is what it is. And he's got a Red Cap. So we're in rough shape. Could be worse, but we're in... Could be worse. That's... If only the Paladin... the Joust is nice. So let's... Do I want to get the Paladin out right away? It could block at least one of those two. Let's get... I'm going to do the Silverflame Squire, I think. Silverflame Squire, he could buff the hell out of the Red Cap too. And then if I Joust... Nope, Joust is not going to work on the Silverflame Squire, not a Knight. So I think that was a mistake. Yeah, I'm going to have to wait. Get the Paladin out next turn. Man, hope I draw some removal. Another Glass Casket. I got 2 of them. If my opponent drew more gas here, I'm in trouble. So yeah, swings in with both. I think I just have to take all of it. Take 6. Nope, take more than that. Take all of it. Oh, brutal. And that is not removal. Well, we can get the Paladin out. Get the Joust on the... It has to be on the Paladin. And I think I get rid of the Red Cap. Because the Red Cap can be buffed. The Ogre Errant... The Ogre Errant gives something else menace, but this Red Cap is a serious problem. At least I can chump block the Ogre Errant next turn. I have to hope my opponent has just not drawn anything here. And that's game. Good game. Man, just bad luck. Unbelievable. Drafted what I thought, well, no, it was a really, really good deck. Drafted a really, really good deck, and 3-3. Should have done better with that. That is disappointing. But drafted a really good deck. Still happy with how I drafted. I don't think I could have played that much differently. I came up just against a couple of decks there, especially that Gruul deck and that last Knights deck. Was just a little too much, clearly. So, anyways, guys, that was fun. We're gonna do it again real soon. Hotfire MTG. Please hit like, please hit subscribe. Honestly, really helps us out. And if you have any tips on how I could have done that better, if I could have played better, drafted better, please let me know, because like I said, I'm trying to improve my drafting skills. They say it's the hardest format, and I'm just trying to get better at it. A lot of fun. So, Hotfire MTG, please hit like, subscribe, share your comments. Really appreciate it, guys. Later.